I never want to poop again because I know it's going to hurt so bad.
Party crashers, grab a seat. Big Party and Molly are ready. This is the Big Party Show. Welcome to the Big Party Show.
Here we go. I got the voice that sounds like silk. Silky. Can you say that out loud?
I can't.
Without whispering.
No, because you just...
That's the kind of word that always should be whispered. Silk. Are you wearing your silk robe?
I am not wearing my silk robe.
I think that's a word that needs to be whispered.
Whisper. Hold on.
Whisper. Hey, I'm patient.
I found it. I just need to put it on a page.
Put it on a page. Put it on a page.
I love it. Work has Metro Source.
Uh-huh.
That's what that's what I used.
Oh, back. Okay, cool.
And
cool.
I love it. I'm so excited to have it as a tool.
You gonna marry it?
I am gonna marry it.
Gonna marry it. All right, we ready to rock and roll?
We're ready to rock and roll.
All right. Numbers in 402-915-0962. Also, we got big BPS Crasher at gmail.com. And let's not forget about the website, Funplex Tickets, right over there on the contest page, okay? These are the Friday Night Ride tickets that we've been, getting everybody qualified to win. So basically, it's a 4-pack of tickets. You go to our website and you put in the keyword. The keyword today and this week will be hot.
Hot. H-O-T. Hot.
Okay, so you put that in there, and then also just by dropping your name, we're going to get you in the running to win that cabana for 6. Excuse me, at the water park at Funplex as well. So. Best get yourself over there and get that done and make it happen. Have you ever looked at the internet for so long that you're blurry right now? I feel like I'm going blind. I've spent too much time on my phone.
Yeah.
I think.
I just actually I haven't told you this yet.
What's that?
I only did it, I guess, 2 days ago. I finally accepted that I need larger font on my phone.
It's about time.
I held out. I held out with factory setting but you know what ended up happening?
What's that?
I read so much on my phone. I read books on my phone.
Yeah.
It was straining my eyes so badly that like when I would look up, things would be blurry. Like it would be bad.
That's what's happening. Yeah.
And so I finally was like, you know what I bet it is? It's probably the font size. Yeah. And then it took me a day. I was like, no, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just, like I'm tired and whatever. And then finally I was like, you know what? Accept it.
Accept it.
So what? You read. You want to read on your phone? You need to do bigger font.
And I agree.
So I put it on the biggest regular font setting because if you go into your settings and you hit displays and you can get font size, I pushed it to where their end is, but they're like, you can go into accessibility, like basically like read to text. It's like the geriatric level where you're like, big isn't big enough. I need it.
And that's where you're at right now?
No. I'm still in the regular font, the large size of the regular font. I haven't moved to the like elderly portion of things.
The elderly portion.
But it was a moment. Now I'm like, okay.
It's really going to be a moment when you actually show your phone to somebody, a friend. They're going to be like, oh.
Has that happened to you?
My phone isn't big like that. Mine is still default, I think. It might be a little bigger. I don't know. But I know people And I've been in a situation where they would show their phone and I did, to whoever, and the look on the person's face is always like weird. Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's funny that you say that because
Uh-huh.
I have friends that have the larger font.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, why do you need like, you don't need the larger font. Like, your eyes are good. You know what I
I just
mean? Like,
why not?
I mean, and so it's always been one of those things where I sadly was like, I was proud of myself for not needing the larger font. I was like, I mean, I'm still in regular
Oh,
font town. Like, I'm
that's
still in
exactly what it
factory
is.
setting fonts. So, I
Uh-huh.
mean, I don't live in the world that you live in. Now I do.
Mm,
Now,
God,
when I
look at
show my
this.
phones to my friends, they're going to be like, looks just like my phone.
Yes. I don't know what mine is. I need to look at it and see. But you know what? Real quick, happy late 4th of July.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you got that good ice. How does it
Oh,
taste? Does it make a difference in how your tequila melts?
everything. Actually, pellet ice makes your drink colder because the liquid covers more pieces of ice.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
mm-hmm,
So when it's filled with ice and the liquid's all in it, swimming around, living life,
mm-hmm.
it makes it colder and it doesn't melt as fast. I did notice that. But God, it's ahead. I mean, we just had on 4th of July, we had family over. And I, by the way, got to tell you, I probably made the best pulled pork in my life. For this, I actually took my time. I didn't feel rushed. I just relaxed. And I even told Wileen, I'm like, this is the best I've ever made. And so, anyway, I would show everybody the ice and have people taste test the ice.
Mm-hmm.
And they love it. Everyone loves it. Everyone's jealous.
Who
It's the
doesn't
hit.
love pellet ice?
Oh,
It's like, it's such a
oh.
treat.
Molly, when I was reading the reviews before I bought this thing,
Mm-hmm.
because I got it half price during Amazon days, when people start saying things like, this is the best purchase I've ever made on Amazon, and I was thinking to myself, really? And it was more than one review that kept saying that. And now I understand.
Like,
I
I'm a
understand.
convert, never going back to cubed. It's pellet from
Never.
here on out.
I told Wileen, I said, I want to write a letter to Samsung and thank them for that crappy product that it put out where the machine just dies. Because if it wasn't for that ice machine breaking in their expensive Samsung,
Yeah,
refrigerator,
how can you say
freezer.
thank you when they let you down with the other ice maker?
Yes, but you know what? I'm so happy because I never would have gotten a pellet ice machine if it wasn't for that scenario that happened
Mm.
to us. And so, yeah, I love the thing. It's great. You put the water in at the bottom. It's got a basket, right?
Yeah.
You pull it out, you pour it to a certain level where it's at, and then you put the basket in and it just starts making ice and it makes it quick.
Hmm.
There's something to way it makes it. It doesn't, that's why it's got to be, that's why it's so chewy. It's so crunchy and it's not hard. And so as the ice melts,
Yeah.
it just goes back into the water and then it fills back up. It's amazing. It's amazing device. You got to come over. I
Oh,
need
I
some
will be
ice.
coming over. You know what I love? This is the thing. I don't necessarily do cocktails with pellet ice. Like,
Uh-huh.
I don't think I've ever, but you know what tastes great is like an ice cold Diet Coke with pellet ice.
Oh, I haven't had a Diet Coke
Oh
in so long.
my
I might have
God.
to.
It is like, that's
Yeah.
the thing. There's just something about it. There's something about Diet Coke and pellet ice that is just like,
Yeah. Well, what I've been doing is after I make a big basket
mhm.
of ice, I take it and put it in the broken freezer
Yeah.
because that thing still works. So now I'm like, I have pellet ice everywhere I turn now. And then I'm like, why doesn't these companies screw the ice machine like that. Don't make the cubes, make pellet ice.
Well, yeah, because they've got two settings where it's ice and then it's crushed ice.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
I
never
never
use a
think to
crush.
use crushed, really. I mean, I suppose it's good for certain things, but like I never think to use it.
Yeah, this thing is a purchase, boy. It is a purchase. I got to figure out how to monetize this thing. to the party crashers, meaning you guys buy and I get commission. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. Yeah, like you got your TikTok store. Why don't you just start a TikTok store? You've talked about it a million times.
I do have one.
You have a TikTok store.
I have a store.
What's in
the
it?
reason it's all kinds of stuff that's related to podcasts. I got the hot dog machine in there. I just added I did this today. I'm tired of cutting up boxes. Right? You know, we get boxes and you got to cut them if they're too big. I got knives.
I'm sick of it. So what did I do? I got a product.
Yes. I found a device that is a cordless scissors that cuts boxes. Like, it just runs along. It's gone. I told Wileen when I was cutting boxes up today in the heat outside, I'm like, I am sick of this. I'm just going to go spend the $25 and never have to worry about cutting another box or worrying about those blades.
Yeah.
Because those blades suck. Because when they go dull, you got to change them. I'm always afraid I'm going to stab myself. I do not like
I know what you
blades.
mean. The box cutters. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what Peter uses. He always laughs because he's like, your box collection's getting a little large. He's like, why are you so adverse to breaking down boxes? He's like, you have no problem amassing them. He's like, Chewy boxes, what other, like when you come back from Costco, like all sorts of, I'm the worst. I just put it in the laundry room and then it just gets to like a ridiculous scale. And he's like, enough.
That's the reason why I get sick of it, because I do the same thing. And the next thing you know I'm trying to cut down 10, 15 boxes and it takes an hour. It just sucks. By the way, Fit Check.
I saw that.
Team Peter. This is a different one. I bought more than one. I got muscle shirts, people, if you're not watching.
What do you think? It's kind of wild to have them, right? It's different than a tank top.
It is. I'm Team Peter. I'm actually going to make muscle shirts for Peter now at bigpartyshow.com. Team Peter muscle shirts. I never thought that it was going to be. I told Wileen I wanted to Joe Dirt it for 4th of July.
And you did.
And I did. I wore jorts. Oh, I got a photo of it right here. I wore jorts.
Yep.
And also I have the barbecue muscle shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was really something.
Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, so people are saying I need to cut down. Well, they're telling Wileen that I need to shorten those.
They're a
jorts.
weird length.
And she's like, don't tell him that. You'll cut him too short. And now he's showing all kinds of thigh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Showing all kinds of thigh, eh?
Yeah. So yeah, Team Peter all day long. Team Peter Brady. So I am going to make some merch and then we'll do a drop next week sometime.
Okay.
And so you guys can get your merch on with us actually. So how was your 4th of July? It was like a war zone over here. My poor dog.
No.
Remy.
How was Remy?
We got some meds for her. They've been sleeping all day.
Did you give her the drugs?
Yeah, we gave her the drugs.
Did it help?
Not really. It's this. You're supposed to give them the animals the drug, and I went to the vet an hour to 2 hours before the event. Any event happens.
Okay.
Because if it's not in them, and we'll say something explodes, then it's not going to work. And so they both had coats on. Those
the thunder jackets,
thunder shirts, the thunder jackets, and then Tequila was fine. But Remy, it's sad. So we had some people over, and a friend of ours brought over their puppy that they just got. It's kind of like a border collie. It looks a lot like Wrigley, but it's 6 months old. Oh. And so Remy, Tequila plays different. Tequila likes to bark, which scares other dogs. Like, she's just, that's how she plays. Remy wants to run around, and I haven't seen her run in so long because she just doesn't run.
Why?
Sad.
Why doesn't she run? You have an entire backyard that is like built for running dogs.
I guess she does run, but not like this. So she wanted to play with this dog. The dog is named Jet. That's short. They were going to name him Jetson, but they just said, no, I'm going to stick with Jet. And I'm like, I love that name.
Really
and this
cute.
dog is so stinking smart. I even offered them money. I said, would you give me jet for $500? And they're like, no. I'm like, 600. And Wiling's like, stop it. Because now I was going up. I was going to go up to 1,000. I'm like, I will buy this dog from you. And so anyway, Remy wants to run. This dog wants to chase Remy. Now, Remy's a bigger dog and she's not young. And this little dog is fast because he's part border collie and part a couple other things. And as she's having fun, tearing on the thing, we're all laughing, going, no, this is awesome. Then a firework goes off.
And then
Remy goes right inside. Game over. I'm like, oh, at least we got to see that. You know, I could just pull it up on camera and relive it anytime I want because it was pretty funny. But yeah, it was like a war zone. So I had a bunch of people over, and then my neighbor fires off the fireworks. I woke up this morning and I walk out the back and I'm like, what is all that stuff on the hot tub lid? I'm like, oh my God, that is fireworks stuff.
Gross.
And then I looked in the back patio. It was covered, Molly, with fireworks. Covered. My roof, covered. The front yard and the driveway, covered. It is crazy.
So you just had to hose everything off?
I had to blow it all off.
Okay.
I had to blow everything off. And what do you do with that? I tried to sweep it, but that stuff
it's
doesn't
just
sweep.
Ash. Like, yeah, you can't really sweep
it's little tiny pieces of fireworks. This is everywhere. And there were shards of this hard plastic. Now I'm nervous. I'm like, we have this pool. I'm like, oh, great. Is there going to be shards of plastic at the bottom of the pool that so when we put the machine in, is it going to tear up the liner? Yeah, all that stuff. So anyway, we got all taken care of. But it was like a war zone. It was like a war zone. Oh my God. And I'm trying to be patriotic. I'm not angry. I'm like, whatever. You know, this is every year we do this, but not on this level. It must have been because of the 250, because they went all out. They probably spent over $1,000 in fireworks. What? The loudest fireworks I've ever heard in my life.
If somebody gave me $1,000,
yeah,
like just said, go buy something, fireworks wouldn't even make the list ever.
No. Me
neither. I would go like shopping for a new outfit. I would go shopping for a new bag, some shoes. I would seriously, like when I think about that, like I would get like a new TV. There are so many things. That's the one thing that I just am baffled by, the amount of money people spend. I mean, especially when you know there are professional fireworks that are just going to be amazing. Like, isn't that good enough? Like, what is it that about lighting your own off that?
I don't know what it is. Like I said earlier, that I've never been a fan of lighting off fireworks. It's just not my gig. But I don't know what it is. It's something about exploding stuff up. But also, I think a lot of these parents are doing it for the kids.
Yeah.
Because they put out cones and closed down half of the street so people wouldn't run over their fireworks. I'm like, well, hey, now you're shutting down the street so you can light your fireworks.
Yeah.
You know, and so yeah, it's. I don't want to be anti. I'm not trying to be. I'm patriotic. I just don't.
Listen, I love how you feel like not liking fireworks is somehow like you call yourself an American. You're like, I want to see your citizenship card. It needs to be revoked.
Yes,
they're not going to take your passport away because you hate fireworks. I think there are a lot of people who don't like fireworks. I think most parents
probably don't like them.
It's a nightmare. I mean, this was the first 4th of July that I can think of in my children's entire life where I was like at ease yesterday. Or I mean, on
because you weren't
4th.
here. You weren't here.
We weren't there.
Fireworks
and
up there.
you know what's wild is we're always there for the 4th. So, you know, my son is 16, my daughter's 14. They've never been in Chicago for the 4th of July. And they're like, what do we do?
Oh, really?
Yeah. They're like, the
city doesn't light them off?
Yeah, they do. But,
okay. All right.
But I mean, I was kind of like, you know, but it's really congested to get, you know, even to the lakefront to watch it, that kind of stuff. But yesterday, I mean, the 4th, it was really rainy. So a lot of a lot of like villages around Chicago like called off their fireworks show
Yeah.
because it was
Yeah.
like big storms were coming through.
Oh God! So you got what we got on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday was so bad. It was weird, Molly. It was in my neighborhood. It seemed like I looked out the window. The storm came, and it was a monsoon.
Yes.
It was so bad. And so, but out west, nothing. A little bit of rain. Midtown, little bit of sprinkles. And I'm explaining this to family members. I'm like, that was crazy last night, wasn't it? And they're like, I don't know what you're
You're like,
talking about. I had to go outside in a raincoat and drain the pool. That's how much water came.
wow.
Yeah, it just dumped on us. I couldn't believe it. I had to drain the stinking pool because it was going up.
We got a storm like that on Friday night. Like Friday night.
Yeah.
So our bedroom is on the top floor. And
Okay.
and I went to bed and it sounded like someone had a fire hose directed at our roof. Like it was just a wall
Nonstop. Yeah.
of
I
water.
don't know what it is. These storms are crazy right now that's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to sit and talk about weather, but yeah,
No, I mean,
it was
just
crazy.
it was insane. So for 4th of July, you
Mhm.
know, fireworks are illegal and we're not going to light. I mean, though, tell that to the neighborhood. It was
Yeah,
so funny. I
no
was like,
joke.
I mean, can they stop? Like it was like almost midnight. It was still going on. So
Okay.
it rained for like during that window when people would be having fireworks shows. And then it
Yeah.
ended at like 10 o'clock. And then the neighborhood just went crazy. Like you could just hear, it was like a war zone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to go to bed and just like
Oh.
boom. I'm like, it is supposed to be illegal here.
I know. Yeah, it's like we're in Iran. I mean, it's like if we're in Russia. I was
It's
blown away
insane.
about the
And
sounds,
then
but
so it was interesting because I think in my entire life I've
yeah.
only missed Omaha 4th of July twice.
That was probably COVID was one of them. I'm assuming.
No,
I'm
we
assuming.
came back. No,
Did you? Okay.
we didn't. I can't remember. So maybe it was 3 times that in my entire life that I've missed. But I feel like we anyway, it was so insane. So like I was thinking about that and I'm like, in my entire life, I've only not been there like 3 times. So it really is like, so it was funny because I'm getting texts from friends and they're like, happy 4th, like, hope you're enjoying your trip. When do you get back? I'm like,
Yeah.
we're here. And they're like, you're here? What are you doing? I was like, we don't want to do anything. Like, but
I wonder if it's an age thing because I know so many people I know, but they also have pets too. Because I talked to my buddy Patrick and Vaughn. I delivered sausage to those guys on Friday or Saturday morning, right? So I went to Sam's Club. And then I generally don't eat some of those samples are just like juice and stuff like that. I don't mess with it. I don't mess with the sweet stuff. But they had sausage there. And I was like, oh, I like sausage. And it's like a sausage with bacon and jalapenos and some type of cheese and something else in it, garlic maybe. And I took it and I ate it and I'm chewing and trying to get my way out of there. And I said, screw it. I'm going to turn around and find out where that is. I'm buying that. And so I turned around and went to the lady and some guy cut right in front of me and goes, where do I find that? I was like, that's funny, dude. I was going to ask the same question. She pointed over at the end cap. I followed him. He grabbed one. He was almost like in a weird shame thing. It was bizarre.
like, it's okay.
Because I was doing this. Yeah, it's the same thing. And then I went and grabbed one. And so I was looking at the ingredients to make sure it was safe for the sweet Wileen.
Yeah.
And as I'm standing there, I realized I'm that guy. I'm backing people up because there was a line of people trying to get that sausage. And so I texted my buddy Patrick and I said, dude, this is the best sausage I've ever had in my life. I am driving to your house tomorrow morning. I got to go pick up some plastic forks somewhere. I'll drive 20 minutes to your house and drop you off 4 of them.
Really?
I talked to him for a minute. I'm like, I gotta get back. I have people coming over and I need plastic forks. And I said, are you lighting off fireworks? And they're like, no. And I was like, yeah, we're not either. We don't do that stuff. But yeah, it's the most incredible sausage I've ever had. Even Wileen, who has some dairy stuff, it's got some milk in it because of the cheese, and she even went for it. And it was that good. Someone who has dairy issues.
So did you serve it on a bun or do you cut it up?
I ate it on a bun. I went and got real buns for myself. I didn't share this with the party. No way.
Oh,
they got
really?
they got the red Wimmers that we put on the hot dog machine. Yeah, I'm not going to share that. I don't want to share that.
But yet you gave it to your friend. Everybody's at the party
different.
like, wait. So you drove 20 minutes to bring 4 packages of this to a guy that's not at our party, but we at the party can't have it?
Well, he got me tied into this God, I wish I can remember the name. It's like a honey mustard that's made locally. A restaurant, not a restaurant, but a factory or a local place that makes this atomic something. And I looked it up. I'm like, this is local. And he would say, this is a game changer. It changed my meal. It changed everything. It's that good, right? And it's like this hot mustard by this company, atomic something. Anyway, I go and buy that the day before because he was talking so good about it. I get it back and I'm like, I got it. Proof of life. Send him a picture. Then I put a fork in there or something in there and I got some out. I'm like, dude, this is the hottest shit I've ever eaten in my life. And he goes, is it too hot? I'm like, no. So I'm like, hey, you got me turned on to this, so I'm going to actually do that. So what I put on, I just put a bun and I have some pickle. Now I buy pickle chips that are only in the fridge. You got me onto that. Don't buy the stuff that's in the aisle.
Nope.
So I got that. And then I found some pickled red onions. Or that Metcalf or something. And I put that on there. And I'm like, my God, I'm just feeding. And so what I did is I put some Thai peppers into that red pepper or that red onion thing. I'm high. No, I'm not high.
You're like, well, you could be.
Anyway.
No one would know.
Yeah, I don't know how we got there, but yeah, everything's just flown out right now, Molly. All right, so there was a trend. There's a trend on TikTok that I'm going to show you.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're going to have to describe a little bit what's going on. Okay. But it has to do with fireworks, and I don't understand what's going on with this younger generation. Why do you? I guess you don't want to call this a trend. It's a challenge. TikTok challenge. Dumbest thing ever. Here we go.
So they're putting cherry bombs in their butts.
Yeah. They put firecrackers in their buttholes.
How do you even say you know what would be fun to try? Like that wouldn't even dawn on, like that would never even be a concept that would really.
No. How dumb is that? And it says right here, if you read it,
2 Santa Rosa teenagers.
Yeah. Sorry.
Now have severe anal damage after the 4th of July TikTok challenge fail. Anal damage.
Anal damage.
You don't want to hurt your anus.
No.
You know.
No.
It's just it's a very delicate thing. And you don't realize how much you take it for granted that your butt works correctly until it doesn't. And then you realize, my God, pooping could be painful my whole life.
My whole life. My buddy, I have a friend that had hemorrhoids, internal hemorrhoids.
Oh my God.
The
level of pain.
Internal. So they had to go in. Yeah. And I'm like, how does this work? They're going to go in and they're going to do surgery on you and they're going to give you stitches in. How does this work from here on out? And he was terrified the next day. Yeah. He goes, I don't know what to do.
You're like, I never want to poop again because I know it's going to hurt so bad. But at the same time, now all I can think about is going to the bathroom. Because now it's like, it's in there. So now your body's like, well, okay, if we're going to think about it so much, let's just do it. You're like, no. I'm thinking about it because I don't want to do it.
So yeah, I was texting him nonstop after that. I'm like, have you gone yet? Have you gone yet? I'm like,
you're the worst friend to tell about something like that, too. You're the person where you're like, hey, I want to hear all about your poop. Like, nobody's that should be that interested in my bowels.
But we're going to motivate, and then we're going to roll out of here, okay? Here you go. Let's get motivated.
Good morning, sunshine. The word of the day is snack sitting. The entirely innocent series of events that begins with, I'll just have one, and ends with you holding an empty bag of chips. But look, that wasn't weakness. That was commitment. And if you bring that same energy to this day, oh baby, this day doesn't stand a chance. So dust off them crumbs, square up them shoulders, and go absolutely devour this day.
There you go.
Woo-hoo!
Devour the day. Be good to yourself and your neighbors, okay? We'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk at you then. And just have a safe day. Be kind and do yourself good.